Welcome to commentary for the case of the Gilded Lily. Everyone, please introduce yourselves, starting with...
Hey, I am Dante Swain playing Bixby Crane.
That rhymes.
What?
I'm Sinead Persaud. I play Ford Phillips.
What else did you do?
I did playback on your song.
What else did you do?
I directed it.
No, you didn't. You wrote it and
I
produced
co-wrote
it. My name is Mary Kate Wiles, and I play Vivian Lee. Nightingale.
Who's Vivian Lee?
Whoa.
Wow.
Is that someone that we should know about?
It's my next plan.
I am William Joseph Stribling, and I directed this thing.
Yeah.
I'm Gabe Greenspan.
Gabriel.
It's fair. My given name is Gabriel Greenspan, and I play Roger Haircreme.
My name is Joey Richter, and I play Dash Gunfire.
I'm Sarah Grace Hart, and I play Wilhelmina Vanderjetsky.
I'm Sinead Persaud, and I play Fig Wineshine. I'm glad I remembered all that.
Right.
Now we're all going to be quiet for the next 37 minutes.
So enjoy the case of the Gilded Lily.
I would like to see a show about Dash Gunfire, like in modern day.
Ooh, I like
Trying to figure it
that.
out.
It's funny to think about the continuity that Dash Gunfire just is. What's his name?
A wise man.
Gene Parmesan.
Oh my God.
Aged. That years went by and he changed his name. And he got a little bit better.
more confident.
How about that score by Dylan Glathorn, right?
Oh,
Be good. Everybody pause now and
Look
read
at
all
you
the stuff
guys.
that we wrote.
Yeah. How about that headline
I've never read all
about
the stuff.
some
Is it
guy
fun?
going out with his wife?
I like
wrote
the
some
quote
weird
at the
stuff.
bottom
It
of
was
her picture.
1939, not a lot was happening in the world.
There's a quote at the bottom of your picture that says, "He's the cream in my coffee." Creme in my coffee. That's pretty
It's
funny.
probably good to point out that the walls here in this scene were a bright blue.
They sure were.
A hideous blue.
Painted them the night before.
All chipped in there.
What a nice fat tie.
That's
Tie
Sean's own
gets
tie.
shorter and shorter.
I
That's
got
really
that
your
tie years ago, and I was like, this will only work for a noir, and I'm going to keep it just in case.
incredible.
And hey,
I think
your
it's a
dreams come
normal
true.
tie. Sean is the
Dream bigger, Sean. Dream bigger.
I managed to get a lot skinnier,
Yeah, so that the tie
just in
looks sick.
case. Yeah.
We built this set from scratch. All of it even. Well,
Out of rock and roll.
yeah.
If in
We built a
color,
set on rock and roll.
Sunday.
in color, this looks like a Dick Tracy.
Yeah,
It
it's
really
ridiculous.
does, yeah.
Like a kid's show.
We never would have. Alex Galatano was the one that was like painted blue. We never would have known.
Is that a scorpion?
Yep.
In a great.
Trapped forever
Wait, really?
I've just now noticed
Where?
that.
in the
Oh.
paperweight.
Oh, that's funny. That's kind of poey.
Well, no, that makes sense thematically.
I never noticed that. How weird. Those matches would not.
Yeah, Sean actually couldn't.
We ended up
Couldn't
just
get it to
using
I had trouble with
using
them
it.
too.
Have we
what's up
missed your
with
first?
Hand
I guess
kiss?
no, the cigarette.
No,
Where's
not
your
yet.
first
I don't
one?
think
No,
she
not yet.
smokes in this.
We did. You did kiss your hand though,
Yeah,
which
I
was
sure
really
did.
funny.
And then later you boop your own nose.
These are all the dumb things I told Sarah to do on set.
And I did that.
Why we hire
I
you.
work alone. Always have. always
Sarah's
will.
not
Second,
stupid enough
take a
by
hike. I
herself.
don't touch Hollywood.
Let's dumb her up.
When we premiered this at Buffer, everyone's favorite joke was the war.
War.
Every
They-
time. They loved it.
Big fans of the Thomas joke as well.
Oh, yeah.
What was thrown or dropped for that moment? The thing that breaks.
Garbage and like a dry erase board.
Yeah.
It's like a ceiling tile.
Yeah.
The sound effect that Justin put in is amazing.
Very good. All of the sound effects
Where'd you go?
are great. Justin's here.
Justin's here. Justin.
Hey, Justin.
Yeah. In the last few days I watched it. There's a lot of like whoosh, when
Yeah.
like people come in, and
Yep.
it's just nice. It's such a nice touch. Bravo, Justin. I love
Just
this
not
too.
leaving at all.
Joey, in hindsight, watching it, I really wanted to put you in the coat rack, like wearing all the
Oh.
clothing.
Just some legs.
Just like we see your hands sticking out at the bottom.
Let's get down to brass tacks. When did this all start?
Last week. The letter demands
Something got a little
$20,000
buzzy.
every Wednesday.
But no one listening to this will know.
We're already out 20 large. You gotta make a second drop. tonight.
We feel buzzy.
And I
We feel buzzed.
We're getting buzzed real good.
We got a strong
Real
buzz in our
buzz.
ears right now, but it's all good, guys.
Don't worry about
We're
it.
getting a strong buzz.
Yeah, there we go. That
Anybody
helps.
else know your real identity?
What'd you do? I need to do it.
No.
I know about my identity.
Oh, it's me.
Big,
Was it
and
you?
you know,
It's where I am.
Sean, stay back.
and my co-star, Cliff Calloway. As for a grudge,
Nice counting there,
I
Sarah.
did just beat Vivian Nightingale out for the lead.
What'd you say?
in the
Oh,
World
they count,
Challenge
yeah.
Tap Dance in
Yeah, you
Western
told me to do that.
Massachusetts. That's the great
Oh,
program.
love this dress. It's from Unique
Here's another
Vintage.
great thing I told you to do.
I know.
You can buy it. Oh, yeah.
Oh, great.
First, I'm gonna get on the horn with my in at the station.
I'm
See if they got
interested
any
in Ford's art.
friends
Yeah.
from-
Yeah, I've thought about
I
that.
feel like this office was decorated before he
Yeah.
started renting it. Like this, he doesn't seem like an art man.
I think this is
to
not
me.
his office.
Yeah, he just snuck in here.
He rents it for like a few hours a day for business
I love this
hours.
music cue.
It's so great.
Ford would be a Thomas Kincaid fan.
Just the LAPD dispatcher I was hoping to talk to.
Well, Ford Phillips, and the sun hasn't even gone down yet. Careful, you may accidentally experience the joy and wonder of daytime.
Wait for the most unrealistic part
There's a
of this
hangover.
whole short.
Listen, you got anything on a Lily Thomas?
Got the
Right
files
here.
right there.
Right there. That's
on
where the
top.
file is. Of all the people in Los Angeles,
Right
her
behind
file
her
is right
are
on
all these
top.
files.
Thank God you were
She's
asking
got all
about
those.
those, because
She's
that's
got
exactly
all those
who I
file
was just
cabinets behind her.
researching.
What's the
That's
wire
my
on?
friend Keely's hand.
Thanks,
You did a great
Keely.
job. Thanks.
Well done, Keely. Shout out to Keely.
Stars. The only thing that he's guilty of is being too handsome. Lock him up and throw me the key. I've got a set of handcuffs with his name on them, and I'm going to put them on.
Now,
So
Yeah,
what
have a
did
great time.
Joanna, what did Joanna say during this scene?
She said the funniest stuff. She was just like, I'm going to take him home and meet my parents. And we're going to get hitched. We're going to ride off in the sunset on a horse. And just like really wholesome stuff.
Sean, how much apple juice did you drink? Is that what
That
that
is,
was?
no,
Was it
that's
apple?
brown colored water.
Yum.
oh,
Otherwise known as Los Angeles water. Tap water.
she just destroyed her office
Yeah.
in a sensual fury.
So weird. And her hair.
And her hair.
Yeah.
Beautiful hairstyle.
Everything is
Maybe it pulls on my
changed.
heartstrings.
And now for one of my other favorite music cues.
Yeah.
Look at our window washer.
Window washer.
She's perpetually, every time we cut back to that
Always
shot,
washing
she's
the
there
window.
Felt
washing
very
that
cool
window.
walking through those doors.
So
Remember we had to like hold it because
we
it wouldn't. I had to like.
looked at this location
Exactly a year ago.
exactly a year
Tomorrow.
ago when Poe Party ended,
Oh, for real?
Halloween night. Oh, and Sean and Sinead had this bar in their minds from the very beginning, and it looked like we weren't going to get it for a while, and we got really sad.
It's the same bar they used in that opening sequence of the 2009 Star Trek.
Yeah,
movie.
it's a very famous bar.
It's so cool.
Dante, you look so cool.
Yeah, you do.
So freaking
Everyone else looks terrible.
But Dante, you look great.
I thought they looked pretty good until this scene.
They look amazing.
That one girl looked great, but then she left frame.
Dante, how did you prepare for role of awesome bar owner?
I took some swell from our director, I think.
And this is your suit.
Yeah, thanks Dante for wearing his own suit the whole time.
He enrolled in bartending school
That is a
and then
hell of
bought
a
a
suit.
bar.
It's great. We were like, we're never going to
Oh,
find
the shot
anything
is
that
so cool.
fits you
Favorite
as
shot.
amazingly as your own suit. So. And Chris. Chris's
Chris's own
suit
suit
as
as
well.
well. Shout out to the best shot in the whole
Yeah,
shot that we
So
just saw.
pretty amazing.
Pretty dope.
And shout out to us hiding the ceiling fan reflection. And that little black square in the microphone is a flag covering a ceiling fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Incredible.
Imagine if we had gone to Toronto and on
And
a
you could
40-foot
see
screen, there's
the
a 10-foot
ceiling
ceiling fan right in the microphone.
So I did playback. I operated the
Oh, yeah,
playback.
good
Press
job.
play
Yeah,
on the
good play.
Bluetooth
On
speaker.
our roommate's
Look at
Bluetooth
that
speaker.
great fake piano playing.
Yeah,
Dude,
Chris really
Chris killing the
nailed
fake piano
fake
playing.
piano.
My mom was like, I didn't know Chris played piano.
Just the levels of this shot are.
Who's this extra on the far left?
My friend Josh.
Okay, because I saw him show up on one of your Instagrams, and I was just like, where do I know him from? And I was like, oh, he's in the
He
Gilded
made
Lily.
an incredible dollhouse, an
Yes.
interactive dollhouse for
What?
Halloween, and brought it to our.
Can we acknowledge this voice? Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Dante.
And that piano playing.
So good. I'm
gonna say I don't buy it.
All the notes are in the right place.
I'm gonna say, show me his hands.
Why can't we
Give me a
see
Ryan
his
Gosling
hands?
shot from La La
It'd be
Land
fun
where
to
you
cut
see
into
him
his
going.
hands, and they have like long nails, like long painted nails.
I was hoping to cut to his hands and he's playing the drums.
It's like a marimba.
Because there are other instruments in this song, and the band is never shown.
What you kept cutting in, like.
Sinead, this is my
I kept
favorite
cutting
part.
in the Chuck E. Cheese band in the rough cuts, just for fun. And I made it black and white and everything. It's like the old Italian man playing the drums.
I
Delicious.
was just like, chug it. And I was like, oh God, what is
Another.
this? Give me another.
We talked for a while about whether or not to keep this whole
Yeah,
song.
that's what I was gonna say. I was in the camp of not keeping the whole
I just
song
thought
in.
it was good, and also it would have been weird to fade out.
It was good, yeah.
And I don't know.
Because the best part of the song just happened, you know, it's like the
When it
climax
gets
of the
super
song.
low.
And you need that bridge. You need the build to the bridge.
Thanks, guys. Thanks,
Look
Dylan.
how that matches your
That's-
arm and the shadow.
I like that none of the considerations on whether or not to keep the song was like, Mary-Kate looks and sounds great in it. It was like,
just
we
be
can't
weird
fade
to
out at
not.
that moment.
Thank you, Gabe. It is very noir-y.
Yes, it
A
is.
lot of glimmer glass on you right there.
We knew we wanted a Jessica Rabbity lounge song scene, and we got it. We got everything we wanted. We're such brats.
Joe, what building is this?
So
Give
this
us
is the,
more.
We went on Joanna's rooftop of her building, and she graciously let us up there. And that's just the top of a building nearby. That's not a soundstage, but I was like, that looks like the top of a soundstage.
It really
Yeah,
does.
it's so cool.
This is Ford's office.
Yeah.
Deconstructed.
We just turned around the
Ford's
flats.
office, yeah.
At the
All
YouTube
behind
space.
all the flats, yeah.
Yeah.
All the.
Temples of art.
It's in the.
Lousy
It's next door to where we are recording this.
Buy an honest sentiment
And that's our actual makeup artist back there.
Roxy makes
Who's she
a
doing
few
makeup on?
appearances.
Chris's friend.
Yeah,
who has
Chris's
that
friend Megan.
Marie Antoinette costume.
Yeah, I'm sad you can't really see it. She looked amazing.
There's the plank of wood I bought that was going to be a shelf I was going to put up in my apartment. And then the plank of wood sat in my apartment for 2 years and never put it up. So I thought, I'll just bring it to this set. And
To look good.
And now I don't know where it
You
ended up.
made
Oh,
sure
no.
that it got in the shot. And pay for this for nothing.
Look at Tom.
One of my favorite.
Tom's like wig
shots is
game
in
is
this
incredible.
I know.
Tom.
That
looks
that
so good in
picture
this
of
wig.
it's Laurel and Hardy is
Yeah.
just there
Yeah.
already.
It's
In
signed,
the
right?
Legion. Yeah, it's just so cool.
Sarah and I went to look at Tom try on like wigs, and he tried on like 8, and it was magical. And we just saw this one, and we were like, wow,
It's
is
unreal.
He's got a head for
part
wigs.
of you.
I'll say I love this bit
I know.
Yeah.
That was them.
so much.
Yeah.
So great.
I did not tell them to do that.
That was all Clayton.
I did think at one point when Tom tossed the script that the script is what makes
That's
Buster
what I
Keaton
kept
go, oh! That was just funny.
He got scared.
He gets scared and runs out of his own dressing room.
I think he's stopping by.
Such good tiny tie game.
Tiny tie game.
Tiny tie game.
Had an
We
actual
actually,
tie.
yeah,
And
we did, and we lost it.
I
But
feel
it-
bad with my full-length tie that's about to come onto screen.
It's okay. It's a differentiation.
Wait
My
for
favorite
it.
thing is Tom's face.
My favorite thing is that cherub's face on the wall. Is that Laurel or Hardy?
Oh,
It's,
I'm not sure.
After he does that, he's like just looking devilishly.
So this room, in reality, was like a pre-bathroom
Yeah.
room?
Yes.
Pre-bathroom.
What is
It's where you
this?
prepare for
women's-
going to the
Powder your
bathroom.
nose.
A
then go
women's
to the bathroom.
bathroom.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, behind the curtain is the actual bathroom.
I believe it's.
That robe is luxurious.
if you look hard enough, you can see the green.
Look really hard.
That's the thing with black and white. If you look hard enough, you can see the color.
Hashtag the giver.
The sock garters were a last-minute addition to the costumes, weren't they? We were like, later on, we were like, he should have. Yeah.
We just liked the idea of it.
A delight.
Oh, look, it's Jessica.
I
Jessica.
love that moment.
Notice the switch in cigar and
Back
cigarette.
to cigarette.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
Happens
A
when
couple people
Roger comes in as well.
noticed it.
Did
Yeah.
they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why, she told me, of course. She
That was
I feel like
intentional.
in Toronto, people saw it too. We got a couple laughs for that.
There- Much-
it was much
Easier,
bigger than-
yeah, when it's gigantic.
There are some other continuity things that aren't intentional.
But these old movies all had that.
Yeah, it's
stuff going
true.
on. None of the shots cut together in old movies.
Yeah, it's crazy.
broom closet. It's garbage. He's garbage, really.
This was improv.
I heard that. It was a line from a play. I was rehearsing a play.
Classic Tom.
Oh, Tom.
Smoking
That
and acting is
costume
not
rat
fun.
got around.
Sure did.
The back of like 3 different shots.
Sure did. There's my
That
sparkly
boa,
dress
too,
back
I
there.
see.
Yeah, in every shot.
The boas are like clown orange
Yeah, that,
and like
that
bright
setting
blue.
color looked awful.
Yeah.
Take a seat. I prefer leaning passive-aggressively in doorways.
That line, oh yeah.
I think that's my favorite line.
That line got an explosive laughter. at
Didn't you
Buffer.
just say it accidentally?
I said the passive-aggressively part by accident.
Right, yeah, and then we kept it.
It's so good.
MK, your voice is very good.
Yeah.
It's the cigarettes.
Yeah, it's all those cigarettes.
It's just such a strong, good choice. for
Thanks,
this.
man.
Yeah, it's great, dog.
Financial distress?
I was trying to do some sort of Jessica Rabbit thing.
At any
Kathleen
one
Turner.
point, I have a hat, a notebook, but never both, and always one.
Because the hat turns into a notebook.
Oh yeah, where did your hat go?
You left it at the bar. Did I, though?
Oh, never thought about that
Yeah, me
till
either.
just now.
You're on my lap.
That It Is a Place was a Joe Stribling original.
So is the end of this scene.
Yep. We improv'd some fun stuff
The
at
end
the
of
end of
this
the
scene is another one of my favorite moments, though, I will say.
Oh, there she is cleaning that window. She got that window.
It's the cleanest window ever.
Let's not clean it up.
If you blackmail me about my fake name.
Bixby, just a
Dante,
great
just
listener.
Oh yeah, you're holding your hat. It's fine. You're holding your hat.
And Sarah, you're
It just
drunk
clips
on
on to
Shirley
that.
Temple.
Yeah.
You just like set it outside my dressing room.
Yeah.
Because of course I do. Bigsby's got it.
Now, Sinead, you wrote the
Yeah,
cookie line,
and
right?
I can't believe it's in here.
We like.
And a lone
Quadruple
Ryan
down.
Garcia desperately trying to be a part of the story.
Sorry, Ryan.
Yeah, we cut that out.
Yeah.
But he goes, Bixby.
I'm in this for the long haul, whether my name is before hers or after.
This is where it really starts to take a turn. For the worse.
The whole thing.
There we go.
Here he
Look
is.
at that normal sized tie. Idiot.
Gabe also provided his own suit. Thank you, thank
Sorry,
you.
guys. We just.
I know.
Renting suits is very expensive.
Yeah.
Expensive.
But buying and then returning, not so expensive.
Oops. The tuxes
Yeah.
were the most expensive thing we'd ever rented.
Yeah, the tuxes were so
Like
expensive.
that.
And here's my dressing
And suits are a thing that you can make work. They're kind of standard.
Meanwhile, you got your
I
Still
love
looks
the
old-timey.
voice you did, Gabe, too.
It's
It's just
It's
like,
great.
oh, that's exactly what I think of when I think of like
That was my
movie producer.
Yeah, right. That was
Such a
my movie
good,
producer
smart
voice. Is
movie
that like, oh, you know, there's something here.
Also, you look great on screen. Your makeup in real life looked so bizarre.
Bizarre. Fucking.
I don't know why it looked
bonkers.
weirder on you than everybody else.
Everyone looked dead.
You look
Everyone
like a
looked like a
clown.
corpse.
I remember getting into that makeup and being like, are we sure? This is what...
Yeah,
What?
Roxy
But
is
you
a
look,
magician.
you look great on screen.
Yeah.
It came out well.
It totally worked.
I love that she knew exactly what was going to look good in the
She really did. She's awesome.
Joey's first.
Ooh, there he is.
Sometimes I'm always like, oh, well, yeah, Dash Gunfire's in this halfway through.
Halfway through.
Is she that? Is this our window?
Speaking of
No.
bizarre makeup choices,
She's in there somewhere.
got a strong widow's peak going on right now.
How's about we squeeze that bar rag into a glass
Your
jar?
appearance here is incredible.
Cannot figure
I
out
don't know how
that
you did
happened.
that. That's amazing.
Because I told him to.
You popped up and rotated at the same time.
I was
Right.
very dizzy. I threw up after every take.
It was a marvel of physics. Joey's
Oh, this
entire
was birthday
performance of
take.
this.
Yeah, this is Joey's birthday.
This was, oh yeah.
Gunfire Memorial, hosted by
Thanks for working on your birthday.
Hey, it was great. I was able to sneak in a sugarfish too.
You sure did.
The medallion confuses me.
That's a thing
a-
that
that's a
Dracula
Dracula thing.
wears.
That's a Dracula thing.
It's like
It comes with
classic
every.
Dracula thing.
You ever seen Dracula?
Yes.
You know identifying things about every vampire? Teeth, blood, medallions.
Pretty necklace.
Plaid vest.
These two Dans were in here a while ago.
Oh, Joey, this is my favorite part.
Just move into the back of the.
The movie star. It's true.
Carl's extra work in the
Yeah.
back
Carl's
just in
really
like
crushed
2
it.
seconds.
Wait, Dante's best moment.
Damn, fool. You're good.
There it is.
So
So
good.
supportive of everyone.
And then
So
Carl.
good, Dante.
Beat up there.
Joey clearly came out with no.
It was
toilet
attached to
paper.
my shoe.
Toilet paper, and then
It was
all
under
the
my
I know
shoe.
he's behind me.
Dante's watching this for the first time.
Really? No.
No, he isn't.
I do like to point out, though, that Dante and I went to the same high school and
What?
didn't know this.
Were you there together?
No, we weren't there at the same time, which is probably why we didn't know it. But like he was on Poe
so
Party for a
crazy.
day.
Yeah.
Like a year later, I think I looked him up on Facebook. I was like, wait a minute, we went to the same high school.
Arts program too?
Yeah.
PCCA.
Yeah, PCCA.
I love that you actually squeezed the rag into
I know.
And Joe, you drank the
Customer
water.
service
Right?
is
That's disgusting,
It was
Joey.
just water, right?
It was regular water.
But it came from a rag.
That was good continuity.
It was cotton water.
This is the coolest shot.
Love that.
Here's our first canted angle.
And everyone else is fine in the background.
This is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a cool shot too.
This is the actual entrance of the American Legion that is not used.
Yeah.
You come in through the side.
It's too fancy to use. Is that the first time you screw up the?
No, I do it in the bar with.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
okay.
right. You smoke nothing at the bar.
Yeah.
You've graduated to pencil.
Can you believe it?
On my
Color
computer
left
screen, I didn't get that was a pencil. This is so much more exciting.
Gotta run. She's real.
And the girl is just like, you're a movie star. I'm gonna do what you want me to do.
Did she ask? Like, what? How did that happen?
Light this pencil for
This
me.
is also an incredibly progressive police station.
Lots of
There's
ladies.
so many lady cops in this. It's great.
We had more male extras, but you just don't see them
It's
in the
perfect.
shot.
It makes you go, you know what?
You're right, you're absolutely
Ladies
right.
can be
It's a
cops
lot of
too.
ladies.
Is that really your shoe size?
No, I'm a 7.
Anything. Really?
I
I
wrote
wrote
it
it
is
because
funnier.
of
Six and a
you.
half.
Good luck cramming that foot into a 6.5.
Real life.
Six
You
and a
should have
half
said
is
something.
a joke, though.
Find out about Vivian.
Sarah just looks like she'd have the smallest feet. Like a little
I mean about the
ballerina.
Right. Told us about a top secret Hollywood gambling ring.
I love this shot too.
Trying to infiltrate that
Yeah.
Y'all look good.
No idea where they moved.
Vivian only knew that.
And that's an authentic to the time period flag, right?
Yeah.
It only has 49
Oh, really?
stars.
Right?
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
And in this one, you have a candy cigarette.
I sure do.
That you're munching on.
Yep. Can't really tell.
The 50th star is just a question mark.
And then yeah, there you go. He just flicks he tries to ante that poker chip, but it rolls over. Yeah.
Ludicrous.
That's a pretty.
This is such a cool room.
This
Roxy.
set was great. The
Yeah.
smoke makes it look.
Yeah, they just have this room in there.
Wait, where is this? The same place?
Yeah,
It's right from the bar.
Behind the bar, yeah.
The bar's behind us, yeah.
I don't think you know. what
They
that
already
is.
have the
Stowaway.
pool
Dash
table and the
gunfire.
poker
Private
table
eye,
in there.
Public nuisance.
A fart or a thought?
It's a voiceover fart.
Weren't we going to use that shirt
That
for
would've been good.
Dostoevsky? Wasn't that the shirt we were going to
Yes,
use for
that was a
Dostoevsky?
backup Dostoevsky shirt.
Dostoevsky was originally a lot more piratey. Just
This
like,
pirate hat is unbelievable.
Yeah, we were into
yeah,
that hat.
we
Pretty
had
great.
to have it.
Yeah, it's
Word
awesome.
for fish down.
And Joey wears it in his behind-the-scenes interview.
Wait, what do I wear?
You have the hat on in your
And
interview.
still with the wool high-waisted pants. Those remain no matter what costume. you have.
In the scene coming up when I wore them with suspenders, they were so high-waisted. They almost went up to my nipples.
Oh my.
Sinead, I'm now looking out to see if you ever do have the hat and the notepad
No.
at the same time.
I
And
do not.
no, not even at all.
I haven't even thought about
Where's
that.
the notepad, Sinead? Where
like-
is it?
I can't do it.
Oh, right in that cup holder.
Yeah, right. That was impressive how it was too.
And everyone else in the poker game just goes, okay. Takes the money.
I know, it's a very intimate poker game. We're like, we
People
respect your
are
privacy.
I don't think it's
really into their cards.
I'm pretty
It's
sure it's
just
not
shuffling
poker.
and dealing.
It's a lot of shuffling and dealing. No one's really betting. They're giving each other
But
chips.
they look very intense. And
Yeah.
Chris Darbro looks like he fits in here.
For sure.
He's so great. Thanks, Chris Darbro.
That's Corey.
All of our
Yeah,
MCs
Corey.
are
And then
awesome.
the MC from the bar just taking a
Christopher.
breather.
And George Eliot.
Yes. She looked so cool.
She did.
Ines.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I love that. I love that you guys think that's funny.
So you can leave these outside her door.
I like that smoke.
I know, it's so cool.
Now it's not there in the wide shot.
It's so cool.
You can't control smoke, guys. If I learned anything on this set, you can't control
Smoke has a mind of its own.
Yeah.
But you can see it
Sometimes
there.
I would
That's
try
neat.
and help Alex waft smoke, and he'd be like, Sinead, this isn't about you. Stop it.
Maybe somebody does.
But not you, huh?
Nah, not me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a hilarious
They're
game
just
of
so politely waiting for this conversation to be over so they can start playing.
I love this shot.
This shot
That's
made
a
Corey
great shot.
Vidal, the founder of Bufferfest, scream.
Did he really?
During Buffer Festival.
Oh
he
my
loved
gosh.
that shot.
Aw, it
He
is
was
a
like,
great
oh,
shot.
oh. He had quite an experience watching
good.
that. It was so funny.
He told me he loves noirs. He was so excited we were doing one.
This is a great, like, second floor
Yeah.
walkway too.
This whole area was unbelievable.
We got so lucky. Thanks, American Legion.
Good walk and talk shot.
Yeah,
I didn't know you could do it.
Wanted to
So
do
you
a
could walk
Sorkin
and
thing
talk
in
at
there.
the same time.
It was very hard.
To the next scene.
You didn't want to keep that line in originally, and I was like, I love it. It's great. It's like the send-upness that we were going for.
Whose idea was it to have you sing those little
I think it was
change of scene?
That was Dylan.
That was Dylan's idea?
Yeah. Well,
Good
because
work,
you
Dylan.
guys
We came
asked
up
for
with that
some,
together because we
like,
chatted
scene
with him on the
changey
phone,
stuff.
and he was like, "What are we going for?" And we were like, kind of like a song we can use as a joke later.
Yeah, because at that time we were like, we were gonna have you sing, and then it was gonna transition into the scene. So we wanted something that could double as a joke. And then he wrote like a song that
called
transcended
A Change
joke.
of Scene. Yeah.
But then he sent those extra.
Remember
snippets.
when we were like, we can give a crack at writing some lyrics? I'm so glad we did not attempt that.
It's all taking me back to
Kellen's amazing.
the war.
Yeah.
Possibly have been old enough to be.
That war theme sounds so much like the West Wing.
Yeah, it does.
Very West Wingy.
Here it is.
The war was a film
Yes.
plot at 19.
Gotta hang that up.
Bojo.
Bojo.
Dante Murder Feather.
I
Do
thought
we-
Train Tracks Kelly was
Alaska
a real
Fire.
person.
Really?
Yeah.
You're like what I am.
Sean and I have a whole Google Doc of names like that.
Yeah.
Where to go?
It's like all they think about.
Yeah, basically.
Why
I
did the
think-
little boy have a black
What?
eye, though?
Fun names.
Wait, what did
Fun
he say?
names.
No thanks.
For what? One of the characters' name is Dante Murderfeather.
Oh, okay, I thought I saw my name for a
Yeah.
split second.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we came up with that like years ago.
A lot of them came from us trying to name your cat.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And we would just send weird names
What's
back
your
and
cat's
forth.
actual name?
It's Pepper, but we call her Kitty Butt.
Shelf Hopper the Third.
Yeah.
Aioli.
Yeah.
Best cat name of all time.
Aioli.
Is that
Bojo.
Bojo. Train Tracks Kelly. Who I think is a girl and Sean thinks is a boy.
Whoa.
Train Tracks Kelly.
Time
I just
will tell.
imagine her like Kelly from the Misfits.
Yeah, I think Kelly's the last name.
I was thinking, man.
We'll find out.
Dante's raising his hand.
We'll never.
Yes, Dante?
I'm good.
Please.
Top secret plan for this sort of thing.
I was actually scratching my head.
Oh, also, we sent Adam, who did the
Yes.
poster. He
Adam
did
Livermore.
the War and Suffering Safari. We sent him pictures of me and Joanna when we were like 10
Yeah.
to like base it off of. But then he was like, "No, I'm just gonna
He's like,
draw
"Screw
these
them."
guys,"
But
and it
that's
was
so
so much
Wait,
better.
also,
It's
I
so
am
great.
just seeing the act that is going on in the background.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
God damn it.
Puppetry.
Whose goose was that?
Ridiculous.
That's a
I
good
don't
question.
know. Where did
Whose
that
goose
goose come
was
from? And Brent's making a appearance
I think
as a
that
bartender.
goose was brought to be put in Dash's office. And it might be in there.
Oh, the shot's so cool.
I love the shot.
Yeah, this was really fun. I
And
felt
we got
very
lucky with
cool.
those puddles. They were
Yeah,
not
it's so
there.
cool.
It
Alleyway.
rained. I think. Did
I
it
mean,
did it
my
rain
dad's,
or
like,
did
cleaned it
someone
out or
Peggy
something.
Carter.
wash
Now
the ground?
I'm seeing in the
Very
bottom,
Carter.
there's like a printer box.
If you look hard, you can see cars in the background.
Don't
Like the front end of a
really?
Toyota Tacoma.
Better than oh yeah, yep, sure is. It's better than box right behind Sinead's head and
You know,
Poverty
you
in
can
the
also
attic.
see a
It
car
says,
in
like,
Lord of the
lid
Rings.
or box
There's
or
like a
something.
poker
I thought we
outset.
cut most
Fine.
of those out.
No, you can see
Got some
Poker
of
Set
them.
when HG pops his head out. It says Poker Set.
Well, they had poker, right?
You
They
Sure.
didn't.
You got it. That's
Already
what we make
caught
fun of
it.
the most.
This is my finest work.
Oh
in
my
the
God.
Oh my God, Joey deserves an Oscar for these 4 seconds.
How your pants
What am I doing that I don't?
You're a terrible detective.
And he's so proud of himself.
I remember
I nailed it.
before each take, Joey would like meticulously break his cigarette
So
in
it
like
zigzagged.
3 places.
Like as if you'd been punched in the face and it broke your cigarette.
All right. Or walked into a series of doors.
Dash cannot get anything together.
Joe, it's you.
Oh, that's my voice.
Joe.
What was at the Vista when you took the
Dunkirk.
shot?
Dunkirk. In the
While
lobby.
I received some
Ford, you need to iron your tie.
It's a wrinkly old tie.
That's our fault.
I got a note from an usher to come to the lobby. What gives?
Sound
The
effect.
elephant agrees.
Well done, Justin.
It's Ryan Garcia's hand.
I also noticed as this shot was starting in the hallway, Ryan Garcia
Yeah.
throws up
Yeah.
popcorn and misses it.
Misses.
And keeps
He
walking.
never got it. Not a single
Great.
take. Not that I would have
Other
used it. Anyway.
extensions.
Everyone brought here tonight has some connection to Wilhelmina.
That includes you, Dash.
Never know when I'm gonna pop up. Yeah.
Yes, I do every single time.
What's this?
Our dresses are bright pink and bright orange.
Boy, were they hideous.
Oh yeah.
Wilhelmina is such a good sport about all this. She's just like, yay, my crime is being discussed.
And the third cigarette.
I never noticed you take the carrot.
It's a carrot.
And she's
Wow.
holding it like a cigarette.
You all had reason.
I haven't noticed that until
There was
just
only one way
now.
to find out who did it.
Oh my god.
We had some fun.
I take it. I take it in that exchange.
Dash normally doesn't know who he's working for, but in this case, it was on purpose. To cover tracks, Dash was hired in secret.
There's so
I think
much. What,
Yesterday,
go ahead.
I
This is the most confused I've ever been trying to write
Yeah,
something.
well, there was so much voiceover in the script that we got confused about
Yeah.
like what is
When we were
voiceover
filming it.
where and if we were on screen and what.
Leading him all the way back to Vivian's
It all works.
dressing room, where I gave her some phony dirt about Wilhelmina.
You got it.
Not allergic to
And this is where you were going to try and kill
And
her
then
with
I'm
cookies.
eating a cookie, which I don't think plays at all.
No, it
Very
does.
tiny cookie.
You love cookies.
You ate a
It's
lot
a
of
running
cookies.
thing
Three?
of cookies in this.
It's a lot.
3.
It's like 3 servings.
I said, absolutely not.
I love how you guys did that where you talk over yourselves. It's so great.
I have a lot on my
It was
plate.
also so hot in that hallway.
Oh.
and we were
That
in so
hallway
many
was
layers.
so
Was warm.
It was even warmer in. I'm standing in like the
Oh,
open
yeah.
atrium theater that they were like
Yes.
had
Was it hot in
destroyed.
there?
It was so hot in that theater.
Really?
No,
Dash's
girl.
office.
Dash's
This is a bathroom.
office
You can't
is
really
It's kind of hard to
so
tell, but this is a
great.
bathroom
There's so many good production design
Catch that
elements that you
hoe.
can't really even see.
because they're covered with other production design elements.
So good.
I love that you handed the bobby
On
pin.
that film, the kind that stains for a week,
Puts it right back in her
are
hair.
now used by police.
I thought I had frostbite.
Transfer was made today before the bank's
Dash
Really
is
incredible, Joey.
for how money it makes.
the innocent of this.
It's just that all of your vowel sounds are the same.
Hey, Daddy, frostbite. It's like Fargo.
We were just like, Tom, make the same face you're making in the Suffer and Safari poster.
I want a gif of that.
Yeah.
It probably has a lot of uses.
I thought for a secend, I was like, wait, is Mary Kate's cigarette gonna get all sucked, bone dry by the end of, just by the time you take it for gums, it just goes.
Smoked the whole thing.
Ashes it out.
All right, I did it. Okay, I blackmailed her.
Why was Dash following you?
A new
Turner
cookie?
Classic.
Famous
What?
Amos.
Yes.
Fired a fluster
She
buster.
baked so many for tonight.
I baked so many for tonight.
Compromising pictures of me in a diaper at a fatty arbor.
Will anyone ever get to
He
see
had,
the
he had so
the
much
ad-lib.
trouble with that line, and it was delightful.
He went for so many minutes.
At the time, I was not amused, but watching it back, I think it's funny.
Final payouts for last week. What code name?
Yeah, around now is when all of us decided it would be fun to start
I got really
improvising.
self-conscious when we were in
And
Buffalo.
it was so hot. And
I got self-conscious
This,
because I went,
that
"Are they
line,
gonna think
there
I'm
was
making
1,000 different versions
I
of
know, and they were
what
all
was
great.
happening.
Almost giraffe time.
Almost giraffe time.
I also love the sound effects of the animals.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like there's a
so
whole
great.
story going on back there.
Yeah.
Is a deep red.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This line.
Shaving my hand. It's called hand
This made me laugh every time.
I know.
He doesn't believe it all when he says it.
Terrible at making stuff up.
Hands.
Also, this.
Code name, funny guy, haha, 69.
I love that Roger thinks it's funny.
I think it's hilarious.
This guy, am I right?
Oh, well done, Lester, well done.
Mr. Keaton, down on his
Oh,
luck
it's so
star,
good.
decides to cover his debts.
Everybody's so good.
Exchange for a career boost.
What a great
Plus
cast.
money owed. But I didn't know he was blackmailing his own wife.
Roger, tell me it isn't true.
It isn't true.
Really?
No, it is 100%. But I got deep in the red.
Now we're all just watching.
Well, I'm waiting for my favorite shot.
Yeah, this
is
is-
Oh,
coming.
yeah. Amazing.
Why? Because you're in it.
Because I'm in it.
Wow, Gabe.
It's this shot right here. This is my favorite shot of the whole movie. I love it because I'm at
Everyone's
the center.
looking at you.
Yeah.
Making a lot of gestures.
My face looks clean.
You should be ashamed, Herr Creme.
No, this one coming up.
Yes, this is like for your real.
Yeah.
That was a nice little nod back to the Paul party.
Oh, that light.
Stripes.
So lovely.
The lighting team rigged the lights outside to look like the lights of the Vista. You can see them in the bottom there.
Yeah, you can see like the flickering neon
So
thing.
cool.
So it's from the right side?
So good.
No, down at the bottom.
That
You
was
look out the window.
the hardest I laughed. I think I said this on something, but the hardest I laughed in this whole thing was on like the 4th take of Sean coming up on that Lily Thomas thing. We were like, oh, for fuck's sake! It broke us.
Trying to see if I get anything to use on Buster, just in case.
And Hand Sleeves hired me to get dirt on
Hand
you?
sleeves.
Hire you to look at dirt.
But Hackbitty
Joey.
Couldn't remember my line right there. That's why there's a little bit of a delay.
Your breakdown here is the stuff of legend.
Oh, I loved this.
That's kind of where we ended the scene. We like started with knowing that we wanted Dash to have a meltdown, and we wrote the rest of the scene from there.
Yeah, we were like, let's make this as confusing
Yeah.
as possible, just to see this.
Poor Dash.
I know. He's weeping. He's so sad.
When you said maybe it's time to take it off in Toronto, people like woo woo.
Oh,
Like
did
they
they?
thought you were gonna take off your clothing.
Oh yeah, woo woo.
My emotional clothing.
Joey improv'd all of this.
Nobody
Trash man.
Nobody asked him to, and everyone asked me to stop, but I kept going.
Oh, that shot.
Oh, look
I
at
was
that.
so scared.
We all were.
If you look closely, I'm still shaking.
Me too. My eye was like twitching.
We were all
I was like,
looking
"It's gonna hit
away,
me in the face."
and then once we heard it, we
Yeah.
came back.
Oh man.
Seeing this on.
You killed it.
And that was the first day, right?
Yeah. It was the first thing we shot.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much. We did
Yes,
one
pretty
little
much,
thing
yeah.
with Sean and
Yeah.
Sinead, and then it was this, yeah.
Maybe a nuance.
Seeing this on the monitor, I just was like, oh, this is going to be good. This looks like a real old movie. This is incredible.
All the good guys hanging out in the
Look at that.
office.
I don't know if this is the take where Russ actually walked backwards to cross frame, but in one of them, he walked backwards. You can't tell. It doesn't matter.
He was real excited to do it.
Walking outside.
Stops in front,
Yay,
like
but
breaks
there's
it down.
more.
But is it over?
Oh,
I like
it's
that
the
I
end,
just
exclamation
I wrote
point.
on a piece of paper
Or
and
is
just
it the
stuck
end?
it to the door. I was like, and me. And Richter.
Question mark?
Also,
Yay, everyone.
look at that cast.
Good
All those names.
work.
Look at that name.
A lot of
Yay.
good people.
Wonderful.
Quality people.
And I think we got all of your accents.
I just noticed that too. I normally tell people to put one on mine, but I
Oh,
don't do it
really?
anymore.
Oh, shoot,
Yeah.
sorry,
No,
Dante.
no, I don't
had
do
no
it
idea.
anymore.
I shouldn't do it.
And we don't know what game they're playing either, right?
I want to say it's Go Fish.
Go fish. Yeah.
Sarah has a heart attack.
Something terrible has happened.
Did we do it, guys?
Like, I don't care at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lights,
It's like, well, all
and it
right.
lights the card on fire.
Thanks, everyone.
Yes.
All right, thanks.
Thanks for watching.
That was
See ya.
fun.
That was fun.